No, you're better than that. You're better than that. And it's a nice chair. Our season's over. Our season is over on January the 10th. Forget the Champions League. Forget the Premier League, because we're nowhere near the level of competing in those competitions, let alone winning it. We're out of the League Cup. We're out of the FA Cup on January the 10th. This football club is a social experiment to see how loyal football fans can be before they literally just drop off. They just drop off. What the fuck was that first half? The second half was good, and there's some positives to take. But at the end of the day, it's a results business. How Thomas Frank still has a job come full time, I have got no idea. I genuinely have got no idea. It is a disgrace. In football matches, when your best attacker is performing, because that's what Tel has been the last few games, our best attacker, you don't take them off unless they're injured. The setup the first half from Thomas Frank was poor. The substitutions the first. Why is the first sub you make Dane Scarlett? Forget the Richarlison one. That was an injury sub. Richarlison was still been playing, so we're not going to talk about Dominic Solanke. Why are you bringing on Dane Scarlett in a must-win game to save your job, to save our season, to give us a bit of a cup run, to give something to hold on to this season has just been ripped out in front of our very eyes? And it wasn't even a full-strength Aston Villa. Martinez did not start. Kamara went off injured early. Ollie Watkins was on the bench. And we still got torn to smithereens in the first half. Aston Villa was singing, "You've seen the Villa, now fuck off home." That is embarrassing. Cast your mind back to 2019. Aston Villa were in the playoff final to get into the Premier League. We were in the Champions League final, that close to conquering European football. Look at where we've gone in 7 years. Look at where they've gone in 7 years. Albeit we won a Europa League, and Brennan Johnson gave us one of the best moments we will ever experience as football fans. And how do we repay him? We bring in a manager who sends him to fucking Crystal Palace. This football club, from top to bottom, is nothing short of a absolute abomination. It really is. It's poor. How do we always make the wrong decision? But don't worry, Henry. It's the transfer window. We can fix it. So what do we go and do? We sign an 18-year-old left-back called Sousa, who has been out for 200-plus days in the last 2 seasons of injuries. Well, don't worry, because he can fit straight in and come and join Hospital FC, where half the team is out bloody injured. Honestly, at this point, it's a laughing stock. It really is. Big Six Football Club, forget that. Just call it the Big Five, or call it the Big Six and throw Villa in, because we're nowhere near the level. We are nowhere near the level of competing. It is so poor. The first half and the second half are like two completely different football teams. And yes, Thomas Frank might have said the right things at half-time, but at that point, it was too late. It's too late now. Get him gone. Bring Harry Redknapp in. Put Michael Carrick as the first assistant. Bring Harry Redknapp in and just hope for the best. Because it's got to be better than whatever we're being served up. We have one of the most expensive season tickets. Average price of £1,100, £1,200 going up to £2,000. We got £1 billion stadium. State-of-the-art training facilities. We got sponsorships coming out of our arse. Beyonce. Right, 50 Cent. You got Conor Ben Eubank at the stadium. You got unbelievable money coming in off pitch. And what's happening on the pitch? We're getting absolutely spanked every single week, like prime Riley Reid. You might as well call us Bagel FC, because the amount of space, we have got zero midfield. It is absolutely woeful right now. And we're out of the FA Cup, and our season is done on January the 10th. It was bad enough losing to Bournemouth. Semenyo kissing the Bournemouth badge, joins Man City today, scores against Exeter. What are we doing in the transfer market? Oh, don't worry, Henry. You're just being negative. Am I? Am I really? Am I really? When the last 61 games, we've lost, what, 31? 31 of our last 61 that we've lost. The recent results have been nothing short of a disgrace. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you go down and hit that subscribe button. The support on this channel has been absolutely ridiculous. So make sure you please drop a like. Just try and cheer me up somewhat, because that result right there is horrendous. And we're only 500 away from 9K. So yeah, I'm not going to lie, guys. I am fuming. Absolutely fuming. Yes, we're playing a very good Villa side, but it's not a full-strength Villa side. Digne didn't start. Kamara went off early. There's no Onana. Watkins didn't start. Martinez is not in the squad. Like, the FA Cup for me is one of the biggest things in English football. Years ago, it used to be every Saturday at 3 o'clock. You go out there, you play for the badge. You got the magic of the FA Cup. Macclesfield today knocking out Crystal Palace. Macclesfield have gone further in the FA Cup than Tottenham Hotspur. One of the big six, one of the biggest football clubs in the country have been knocked out at the third round, at the first hurdle. That's like being knocked out in round one of boxing. It is honestly so bad. And with the amount of injuries we've got, genuinely, Richarlison's probably going to be out for 3 or 4 weeks now of a hamstring injury. Kulusevski is going to be out till March. Maddison's probably not going to play another game. And Kudus is out till March. Why does Dominic Solanke not come on at half-time? You got your £60 million striker sitting on the bench who's back match fit. Why is he not coming on at half-time? Why didn't he come on for Kolo Muani? Like, yes, there's some positives in the second half. Tell looked good. Simmons looked good. Paulinho was playing for the badge. Archie Gray was playing for the badge. Danso was very, very poor in the air today. The amount of times he misjudged the ball. But we're going to get into it. Aston Villa have gone through to the next round. Congratulations to them. Bizot, Matson, Torres, Konsa, Cash. Do you know what? I can't stand Matty Cash. I can't fucking stand him. He's a very good player, but he's one of those players I just can't stand. Kamara goes off injured. Bogard plays full 90. Buendia, man of the match, with a goal and assist. Rogers got a goal. Who would have called it? McGinn, Marlon. It's not even a strong Villa side. It's not. Their back line's strong, but it's not their first choice goalkeeper. It wasn't their first choice midfield. It wasn't their first choice striker. We've gone as strong as we could. That is the best 11 we had available. I don't get why Udogie's not starting. Personally, I don't get why he can't play 90 minutes. He's on the bench. He didn't even come on. I don't understand why Kingsley can't get a game. You know, if you're not going to play your second choice goalkeeper in the cups, then what's the point of him actually being here? Genuinely, I am seething at that. Absolutely seething. Because, don't get me wrong, the referee didn't give us much. But match stats in the first half. Look at the momentum in the first half. Look at the stats in the first half. What is that? Look at that. Double the amount of shots we had. It's just genuinely, it's absolute. Look at the momentum in the first half. It was all them. We showed bits in the second half, but it's not good enough. The first Villa goal, it's a really good team goal from Buendia, but I've had enough. I've had enough of this football club. Don't get me wrong, Aston Villa are a fantastic team, but we should be doing better than that. We should be going out there and doing better than that. Like, I'm sorry. We should be doing better than that. You know, it's a really good team goal. Buendia smashes it in, and then you know, Rogers makes it 2-0, sorry. Half-time, you know, we don't make any changes. Mawani come on for Richarlison, who was injured. But I would have kept Odobert on full 90. I thought he was showing stuff. I would have brought on Dominic Solanke. You know, Richarlison's injured now. You know, why is Jed Spence coming on? Why are you bringing on a fullback when you're chasing the game? You throw the kitchen sink at it. Why is the first change you think to make in the 78th fucking minute? And why is it Dane Scarlett, who, by the way, is useless? He's absolutely useless. No disrespect to him, but, I mean, he's not exactly a prolific goal scorer, is he? Look at his numbers. 4 goals in 22, 0 in 6, 0 in 12, 0 in 1, 6 in 40, 10 in 0. He is not a prolific striker. He's not even a good basic level striker. So why is he the first change you think to make, Thomas Frank? Why is he not sacked yet? Why? It's so bad. It really is so poor. Like, I've had enough. I really have had enough with it. You know, I just... Spurs Express has put Spurs showed much more determination in that second half, which was really the bare minimum. But in the truth, we didn't have enough quality required to get back in the game. Season's over in January. He has to go now. I absolutely agree. It's so poor. You know, how can your season be over with 4 months to go? You know, we get back into it in the second half. It's a really good team goal from Odobert. He deserves some praise today. He was trying. Paulinho was trying. But it's just not good enough. It's not good enough. And we're out of the FA Cup. We're out of the FA Cup, guys. You know, we've got West Ham coming up next in the league, which, I'll be honest, I don't even care anymore. Look at these recent results and you tell me how this manager hasn't been sacked. Since the 23rd of November, this is our form. Lost against Arsenal, lost against PSG, lost against Fulham, draw to Newcastle, beat Brentford, beat Prague, lose to Forest, lose to Liverpool, beat Palace, draw to Brentford, draw to Sunderland, lose to Bournemouth, lose to Villa. And they're our next 8 games. Let me tell you this right now. We won't win any of those. If we keep this manager, we will not win any of those games. I've had enough. Drop a like. Hit that subscribe button. See you soon. I'm out.